Sister wives. Robyn Brown's so quiet after Garrison's passing, don't you wonder what's going on? I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my 2S Gossip channel. Sister wives celeb Robyn Brown isn't saying anything about the tragic death of Garrison Brown. The female reality star should be speaking out. Sister wives star Robyn Brown's gone radio silent following the tragic death of Garrison Brown, and it's odd that she hasn't taken to social media to share her grief. However, there could be good reasons why she hasn't made a statement about Garrison's suicide. Some fans are blaming her for what happened. This may be enough to explain why she's oh so quiet. In fact, it's been years since Robyn really felt safe on Instagram. Before Garrison's death, she was hazed on the platform. Imagine what would happen if she posted there right now. The comments would probably be worse than what Kody's getting on IG at the moment, and he is definitely getting some shade. Beyond Robyn's reluctance to get dragged on social media, she's still torn apart on Reddit, YouTube and more. There may be other less obvious reasons why she won't comment on Garrison's death. For years, Robyn's been typecast as the queen of passive aggression. She's been cruelly dissed for crying crocodile tears, manipulating Kody and Janelle, Christine and Meri Brown too, and interfering in Kody's relationships with his kids. In fact, she kept Kody from seeing his older sons at Christmas because she believed that they'd tangle with the patriarch and ruin the holiday. Now that Garrison's gone, Robyn may be second-guessing herself. Maybe she was too heavy-handed in terms of her words and actions involving Christine, Meri, Janelle and their kids. Those children already had mothers. Also, since Robyn has probably wanted monogamy for a long time, if not the whole time, she may have done things to weaken the bonds between Kody, his other spouses, and their kids. As per the E! News clip shown above, one of Garrison's final texts appeared in a group chat that Janelle wasn't a part of. He wrote, "I should hate you for sharing the good times. But I can't. I miss those days." The Brown kids by non-Robyn wives preferred the way that things used to be. However, Robyn's the apple of Kody's eye. In his eyes, she's basically a Disney princess like Snow White. He idealizes Robyn as she's the only wife who's been able to handle him. He likes the way that she looks too. Kody seems to prefer brunettes. He rejected 3 wives on the blonde to light brown spectrum, falling helplessly in love with a dark-haired and petite woman. Clearly, Robyn's just Kody's type. What Robyn wants, Robyn gets. So, Robyn has the power to get her way and sometimes, she uses it. Nonetheless, she often pretends that she doesn't. She's the iron fist in the velvet glove. Robyn can influence Kody without actually needing to do very much at all. With just a glance or gesture, she can let him know how she's feeling. He will take care of the rest. This awesome power that Robyn holds is what the other wives hated and feared. Kody's kids by other wives didn't appreciate it either. Everyone knew who had the power. Sadly, Janelle, Christine, Meri and their kids were damaged by Kody's preference for Robyn. For example, during the pandemic, Kody sealed himself off with just one wife, Robyn. Since she wanted monogamy, she may have secretly encouraged him to do just that. That could be haunting her now. Robyn wanted a traditional relationship with Kody, but look what she has now. It has ended in disaster. While Kody and Robyn should never be blamed for Garrison's suicide, as he was a complicated person dealing with a range of issues, including alcoholism and a troubled dynamic with an ex, Garrison's estrangement from Kody did hurt his son. It's not possible to say that it didn't, as Garrison was clearly upset when he called out his father on-screen, saying that he'd bought a house and car and done other things, despite Kody's disapproval. Robyn's impact on the family was extreme. She came in demure and sweet, but the force of Kody's love for her was like a tsunami. The others' wives were swept away. They remained in their plural marriage, but things were never the same. Kody and Robyn clung to each other and everyone else was pretty much on their own. Unfortunately, the children by other mothers felt a lot of pain. Kody's less loved wives suffered too. Now that the family's enduring a horrible tragedy, Kody and Robyn must be doing some painful self-examination. They love each other, but this awful event is going to have an impact, just like Robyn entering the Brown family did. It's going to leave a massive psychological footprint on Kody, Robyn and their children. It may change the way that Kody and Robyn relate to each other. It could possibly alter their future by tearing them apart. Robyn and Kody were just getting started with formal monogamy when this happened. When Robyn went public, letting the world know that she wanted monogamy, and would feel disrespected if Kody took another wife, she was revealing so much. She'd pretended to be the ultimate sister wife, befriending Meri and crying tears over the family's downfall. However, inside, she wanted Kody all to herself. Garrison's passing is so sad and sister wives Kody and Robyn are grieving too. They deserve sympathy. In particular, Kody, who is Garrison's father, deserves kindness. At the same time, the couple was often selfish. They had their own agenda and other people got hurt. The two reality stars aren't exactly Bonnie and Clyde, but after all of this, they may always be considered villains, whether it's fair or not. Had Kody given all of his wives and children equal shares of his love and attention, things might have been different. Sister Wives star Kody Brown is mourning a devastating loss. He'll always miss his son Garrison Brown. Garrison was such a good person. Sister Wives star Kody Brown's mourning the loss of his son, Garrison Brown, and Kody may be wondering if he made the right choices in the past. Kody fell in love with Robyn Brown and the whole family was affected. While no one should feel responsible for Garrison's death, his passing's a terrible tragedy. Kody and Robyn may be looking back and questioning themselves. Since so many people complained about Kody's favoritism over the years, it's possible that some of that criticism was valid. Kody and Robyn are not beloved reality TV stars. The sister wives duo has been raked over the coals by fans for years. When Kody fell in love with Robyn, he began to treat his other wives differently. He gave them less attention. Kody's kids by other wives often felt neglected too. It's very sad that people were hurt by Kody's bond with Robyn, but it's definitely true that they were. Some of Kody's children talked about this during Sister Wives season 18. On screen, Garrison said that he'd achieved a lot despite his father's disapproval. In retrospect, that confessional moment was wrenching. No one realized what was going to happen, even Garrison probably didn't know. It was one of the saddest moments ever captured on screen during the entire series. When Garrison talked about what he'd done to make his life better, such as buying a car that his dad didn't want him to purchase, it was clear that he was in a lot of pain. It was like Kody's lack of emotional support was a big hurdle that he had to jump over. Garrison bought a 4-bedroom house in Arizona which was valued at $329K, as per the U.S. Sun. It had a fireplace, a courtyard and other amenities, and was a fairly short drive from Kody's home. Before the purchase, father and son had been at odds. Garrison was taking steps to achieve important goals. He did become a homeowner, taking out a $336K mortgage that he had to pay back by 2054. Of course, that was just one moment in the life of the Brown family. It's unfair to say that Kody was always a bad father, or a bad father at all. However, at that moment, it seemed like he'd let Garrison down. Another memorable on-screen moment between father and son featured Garrison telling his father that he'd signed up for the Nevada Army National Guard. At a glance, the drama surrounding Garrison joining the Nevada Army National Guard appeared to make Kody look like a cold and uncaring parent. However, the truth was that he wanted Garrison to go to school instead. A lot of parents might have felt the same way. Was Kody a bad dad for pushing his son to get more education? Maybe not, but Garrison was obviously hurt by all of this. He wanted a dad who was proud of the choice he'd made. Some fathers might encourage their sons to join the army and be very proud when they do. So, Kody and Garrison had issues and the root cause of their problems was likely Kody's closeness with Robyn. Robyn was the catalyst for an astounding amount of emotional turmoil. 3 wives ended up leaving Kody because of it. Some of the Brown children felt that only Kody and Robyn's kids mattered to him. There were so many hurt feelings. The dynamic was unpleasant, and under the surface, it may have been much more toxic than viewers realized. Garrison didn't get what he needed from life, but that's not all Kody's fault. Of course, Kody loved his son. However, Their issues were a thorn in Garrison's side. In fact, it's sad but true that they were estranged when Garrison passed away. This is terrible for Kody. He had no way to say goodbye or say I'm sorry. Kody gets so much criticism, but living with that would be so grueling. It's such a heavy burden to carry. There's no closure beyond the horrible realization that a loved one is never coming back. So, yes, in some ways, Kody failed his son, but most parents do fail their children sometimes. The truth is that more was going on in Garrison's life. His issues with Kody were one stressor, but there were others. Suicide is an act of despair. Those who commit suicide are dealing with mental illness, whether it's formally diagnosed or not. Their minds override every survival instinct in the body. In addition to mental illness, Garrison allegedly had a drinking problem. Since alcohol's a depressant, using it would have made his problems seem worse. Addiction itself can push a person to take their own life. It feels like a trap they can't get out of. As well, Garrison was rumored to have had problems with an ex. Perhaps he still loved that person and missed them. Kody can't be blamed for all of this. Many people have very rough childhoods and don't make that decision. However, Garrison's issues with his father did hurt him. They were a factor, one of many factors. Garrison was open about his feelings on screen, so no one is putting words in his mouth. That's how he really felt. He thought Kody didn't care enough. Now, sister wives, villain, Kody has to hear those words reverberating in his head for the rest of his life. The thing is, Garrison didn't hate everything about his upbringing. In fact, during a group text chat that took place shortly before his death, he referenced the good old days. Garrison wrote, as per E! News, I want to hate you for sharing the good times. But I can't. I miss these days. Clearly, the fact that the family had changed so much was hard on Garrison. Janelle heard about that text and then tried to save her son, but she was too late. His message gives a lot of insight into what he was thinking about at a pivotal time. Garrison's words are important. He seemed to be looking back, thinking about how good things used to be. At the same time, he was chafing against the sense of violation that he felt while he was being filmed. Garrison had mixed emotions, and his mood seemed melancholy to a concerning degree. That's why Janelle tried to contact him and make sure he was okay. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe your channel.